everybody, and welcome back to Oblivion. We're on to episode 54, making some good progress. And yeah, it's been a bit of a while since the last episode that we moved. Last time out, I do remember what we did. We went to Old Brumerland, and we settled a debate between a husband and wife, where, yeah, basically they were a couple of thieves, and they got caught. One of them ended up in jail, and the other one, the husband ended up in jail, and the wife managed to get away with it by blaming the husband, and then they both had opposing stories, and it was up to me to decide who to believe. I ended up having to get thrown in jail to convince the husband to talk to me more, and he wanted me to kill his wife. Jorinda's the husband's name, Honora's the wife's name, so I don't have to keep saying husband and wife. But I told the wife about the plan and managed to convince him that I'd killed her even though I hadn't, and then a guard that was overhearing all of our conversations ended up killing her anyway, and then I had to kill him, and then basically took all the loot for myself since the husband was in jail and the wife was dead, so there was no one else to take it. So a win for me, and I didn't break any laws. Well, apart from the calipers I stole so I could get into jail, but no significant crimes were made. Although I'm sure whoever's owned those calipers probably very disappointed that they didn't get those back. But yeah. Hold on a second, I'm just going to check some audio, just in case. Mic check. Okay. Hold on. Sorry about this, folks. Okay, we're good. So yeah, let's get on to what we're doing today then. So we're going to be doing another little side quest, and this time we'll be going over to Chorrol, which is not far from where I am at the moment, which is my current base, Battlehorn Castle. So yeah, I started this quest already. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, I'm like 95% sure, but I think when I went to Chorrol for the Allies for Bruma quest, when we were trying to get Chorrol to send us some allies to Bruma, which was the name of the quest, I must have talked to the Countess, and she must have given me the quest, and I believe while I was there, I talked to some of the people in the castle that were suspects. I haven't told you what the quest is, I should probably do that. So, the Countess Ariana Valga has had a portrait of her deceased husband stolen, and she's trying to find out who did it. And my job is to try and find out who did it. So I spoke to some of the people in the castle and got some clues. I don't remember who I spoke to, but fortunately we have a journal that records all our quest updates. So I'll go through it quickly. So yes, I should begin by questioning the castle residents. Let's start from the beginning. Countess Valga of Castle Chorrol has tasked me with the recovery of a portrait that was stolen from her phone room. It was very clear to her as it was very dear to her, as it reminds her of her husband who was lost years ago. She mentioned clues, perhaps I should find out more. To recover the stolen painting, I should begin by questioning the castle residents, and then search the castle for physical clues that could help solve the mystery. My best bet would be to start with the Countess herself. Countess Valga told me that the only people who were unaccounted for and had access to her bedchamber, okay, so that narrows down the suspect list, were the resident maid Chanel and the castle porter Orgnoff. She suggested I question them and some of the other castle residents. The captain of the guard, Bitneld, her herald Leif Wavrick, and her steward Orok Krogoff. Leif Wavrick, the castle herald, told me that he's observed Orgnoff having a drinking problem and often asking for money to fund his new habit. I should continue questioning the suspects, the Countess recommended. One sec, guys. I might be having some stream issues. Let me check. Okay, that's a bit weird. I'm not entirely sure if the stream's working or not, but hopefully at the very least the video will come out okay. If not, but yeah, not much I could do about it at the moment. But let's carry on and see what happens. So when I asked about the night in question, Organov told me that he spent a bit of time arguing with a delivery boy in the Great Hall who had a bit of an accident with a wine shipment in the rain, then spent the rest of the night in his room. I should continue questioning the suspects. Countess recommended. Bitneld, the captain of the guard, said he had been out on patrol at the streets of Chorrol that night. In addition, he mentioned seeing Chanel spend a good deal of time in the castle's west tower. When he had confronted her about it, she said that was where she had been performing some of her magic research. I should continue questioning the suspects, the Countess recommended. Okay, so let me go over that last bit. So she was in the West Tower a lot. She said that was where she'd been performing some of her magic research. Okay, and Orgnolf had a bit of time arguing with a delivery boy in the Great Hall, then spent the rest of the night in his room. I mean, there's no one really to account for him there. I've just been playing some Among Us, so naturally a detective quest is our next step over here. But let's take a look, see what else we have to do. Go to Castle Chorrol. And we got a couple of quest markers, including in the Great Hall. Some guards walking into each other, that's always nice.
Go away.
I think the Countess did give me a key to the castle, right? Right, okay. So, this quest is also a good opportunity for you to get unlimited access to Castle Chorrol, especially if you're a thief, because it's a castle. There's going to be... Hey, Orgnolf. This has been a while. It must have been ages since I questioned you. He obviously remembers me very well. Maybe he has something to hide. But anyway, yeah, if you want access to a castle and you don't want to worry about being caught, I mean, obviously if you're caught stealing, then that's bad, but if you're walking around in the castle, you're allowed to because you're the investigator for the case. As you can see by the white door, I'm actually allowed in the Castle Chorrol private quarters. But that will only last you for the remainder of the quest. So there are some people we haven't questioned yet.
You know how to move in light armor.
And here's one of them,
Hello.
Rogoff.
What? Say what you're going to say.
Let's make him like me first.
No. Remarkable. Oh, I like that. A lot. Real. I don't talk such rot. Oh, not. You can't scare me. No. Real. Oh, I like that. I see.
There we go. Okay, tell me about Chorrol first.
Do you know Renaud Germain, the fellow who lives on the west side of Chorrol? I saw him in Chedenol recently and said hi, and he pretended he didn't know me. I was quite irritated and haven't spoken to him since. But I wonder, was he really trying to be a fool? Or was something wrong?
Ooh. Okay, so that unlocks that option as a quest. Let's ask him about Renaud Germain.
Yes, it's quite odd. Renaud, who I've bumped into several times in Chorrol, acted like I was a complete stranger. Also, he seemed sober, which is a refreshing change. Usually Renaud is stumbling around Chorrol drunk as can be. Very odd, but then it's really none of my business.
I suppose that makes it mine, so that's a quest that's going to be added to our log, separated at birth. Surprised I didn't already have that one, but there you go. An interesting quest for the future. But now let's get back to the task at hand.
I don't remember seeing Channel or Orgnolf that entire evening.
Okay.
But then again, I stayed in my quarters most of the night. There was no point in going on my usual walk with all of the rain falling. As far as Channel and Orgnolf go, they seem fine to me. I only had a minor scrape with Orgnolf recently. I caught him drinking in the West Tower on the upper level. I told him if he didn't stop, I would tell the Countess. He just grumbled and agreed. He hasn't bothered me since.
Okay. Orgrogoth mentioned he was in the castle that entire night because it had been raining, which is consistent with the part of the story where Orgnolf was arguing with someone because they spilt some wine because they slipped in the rain or something like that. But didn't see Orgnolf or Chanel. Also, he mentioned he had caught Orgnolf drinking in the West Tower once. Wasn't that also where Chanel said she was? When he had threatened to tell the Countess about it, Orgnolf apparently stopped, as you continue questioning the suspects the Countess recommended.
You too.
Thank you, Orc. Okay, so we're only allowed access to some parts of the castle, not all of them. But let's take a look around. I don't want to take anything, but...
Good evening.
Good evening. Can't go in the East Tower. We've just come from the Great Hall. Let's go this way. Orgnolf's quarters, very easy. Great Hall. Yeah, some of these doors I'm allowed in, some of them not. Very strange. South Tower. Chanel's quarters. West Tower, I'm not allowed in. Huh. Is it because of a time or... Okay. So I don't think we've talked to Chanel yet. Let me save it just in case we're actually not allowed to be here. I mean, yeah, I guess I'll have to. I'm going to talk to her.
Any luck yet?
Oh, how does she know? I haven't talked to her. How does she know I'm investigating? Why would you be concerned with something like that?
Hello. Are you searching for something?
How could you tell?
We'll see.
Alright, let's lay down some Red Guard charm.
You should... Please, I'm embarrassed. What a... Get away from me. Not... Goodness, what can... Not funny. Not even... No, you do me too... You're well done.
Okay, now you really like me. Oh, I can just straight up accuse her. Damn. Let's not do that. Let's talk about Chorrol first.
We're simple, God-fearing folk here in County Chorrol. Easterners worship their wallets and their fat bellies.
Right, little well, not racist, but stereotypical, I guess. Rumors?
Have you seen Valis Odal recently? Spends all day in the tavern since his boys left.
Interesting. I think I've probably already got on that quest since nothing came up. We won't accuse her. Let's gather clues.
The night that the painting was stolen, I was in the courtyard of the castle taking star readings. After a while, I decided to go into the dining area just off the Great Hall. I poured myself some wine and studied the charts I had made until it was time to sleep. From there, I went directly to my chamber and slept the rest of the night.
Okay, wine and studying, great combo. Investigation?
Yes, I have heard that the painting of the Count was taken. I was unaware she hired an outsider to conduct the investigation. May luck be with you.
You seemed pretty aware of it a minute ago. Stolen painting?
The stolen painting was of Count Volga. Whoever painted it could not do the man justice. He was kind and noble, which is difficult to convey on canvas. I'm afraid other than that, I cannot offer much more information.
Interesting. Thank you, Chanel. When I asked about the night in question, Chanel told me that she spent some time in the courtyard of the castle taking star readings. Then she made her way to the dining area of the Great Hall. Finally, she went to her quarters to sleep. I've spoken to all of the possible suspects and witnesses. Now I should concentrate on gathering the clues if I am to solve the crime. Okay.
Until your return.
Thank you. Well, okay, here's the part where it gets a little weird because I've done this quest before. So I know who did it. And I know where the clues are. So, I'm going to do my best to... It's going to be very difficult to do this without using my prior knowledge, but if I was to start looking, I would basically start looking here, because Chanel's obviously one of the suspects. This is her room. She has a couple of books over here. She has a cupboard, okay, just some clothes, normal stuff. Scales, various, I don't even know what the word for this is. Collectibles? Is that probably a better word? Chest of some cloth. An empty barrel. Sack with some shoes, a pot and an hourglass. Nothing too suspicious. And a lectern with a brush jar, 2 paintbrushes and a paint palette. Chanel seems to have painting supplies concealed in the lectern in her room. The fact they're concealed seems suspicious. I think I should continue searching for more clues. I mean, just because you paint it doesn't mean you steal a painting, but... yeah, I guess... Are they even that concealed? Would you not keep your supplies in a closed box like a lectern? I mean, I get that the chair's kind of on top of it, but it doesn't really stop you from opening it. If anything, the chair being on top of it is just unnecessary. But there is our first clue. And according to our journal, something that came up quite a lot was the West Tower. Both Orgnoff and Chanel have been apparently spending time there. Orgnoff drinking, Countess Valga doing a bunch of magic stuff, and Chanel is notably guarding the doors of the West Tower, interestingly enough. I thought I'd be allowed in here though. Well, no one sees me, so I'm just gonna go in anyway. I should be allowed in there though. So let's have a look around here. We're not going to be thieves and steal, because we're past that now. We don't need to take free gold here and there. Maybe it was this suspicious looking lantern. Don't stop moving, damn it. But yeah. That's the private quarters, where we just come from, and that's for Arch Tower. There's nothing suspicious so far, but if you look around here, there is a trapdoor to the Castle Chorrol West Tower. Let's have a look in these boxes. Nothing too crazy. Just your standard boring loot. Yeah, nothing so far. There's a chest. There is... Open these boxes already. And look! An unusual painting. I found an interesting painting in a concealed area of the West Tower. It seems someone in the castle is a painter. I think I should continue looking for more clues. Okay, well, again, I don't really see how that would prove someone stole the painting just because they paint. There's a crate behind. That would have been a nice place to hide something. But... can I get to this sack? scared if I try, I wouldn't be able to get out. It's just a bowl and a bunch of pewter cups. Okay, there's some wine. I think Chanel said she was drinking wine, right? She definitely did say that. So far we've found painting supplies in Chanel's room, and we've seen a painting in the West Tower where Chanel said she was, but also where Organov said he was. He was drinking, and Organov was drinking too. So clearly this is a spot people like to frequent. But there is another clue here, where it says, Chanel says after she was in the West Tower, she made her way to the dining area of the Great Hall, then went to her quarters to sleep. So let's go to the dining hall then.
Any luck yet?
I'm not sure you want to hear the answer to that, Chanel. I'm being honest. Surely I could just... This is a Great Hall, this isn't a restricted area. Oh cool, Varlastone. I don't remember when I opened that, but apparently I did. Where's the dining hall? Hey, Countess.
Greetings, investigator.
I'm doing some work for you, don't worry. This the dining hall? Yes. Countess's bodyguard.
Greetings, Redguard.
How you doing, everyone? A bunch of silverware. Some leftover dinner. What do they have? Strawberries. Carrots. Pumpkins. Oh, she's eating now.
Greetings, investigator.
Now, Countess, I know you hired me as an investigator and you wanted me to do the work, but I'm just going to bring something to your attention really quick. And I'm really not sure how you didn't manage to pick up on this, but if we look down here, there is a paint-stained carpet.
Greetings, investigator.
Yes, I'm about to solve your case. I found paint stains and a paint footprint on the carpet in the dining area of the Great Hall. I now have enough clues to make an accusation. Fantastic. So do I accuse a person or do I just tell the Countess? I'm going to see
I
if
hope
I
the
can tell the
investigation
Countess.
goes well. Return to me when you've found the culprit.
Tell me your rumour first.
Milona Umbernox is better off without that irresponsible husband of hers. The most honourable thing he ever did was to disappear and leave her alone.
We know a thing or two about that from a few episodes ago. Yeah, you might be right, but something tells me he's no longer involved in that crazy world.
When you find enough evidence, confront the person whom you believe to be the villain and see if they will confess.
Okay, so I have.
I do
talked
not
to
wish
them.
them harmed, as I want the thief to face justice.
So what you're saying is I shouldn't just whip out my
Good
sword
luck, investigator.
and just slash them to death. Thank you for that. Okay, well, who do you guys think it is? I mean, I don't think any of this is particularly damning evidence, but the game is clearly trying to point me in a certain direction.
Any luck yet?
Welcome to the Great Hall of Castle Chorrol, milord.
Oh, no, it's no trouble at all, Mr. Waverick. But yeah, clearly the game is trying to point you in one direction, and that is the painter did it. I don't think anything here is...
How about mixing up some potions? You look like quite the alchemist.
I'm doing my job as an investigator at the moment. Yeah, you do your job of patrolling, thanks. Yeah.
Any luck yet?
Yes, Chanel, but we're getting to that. We're reaching the conclusion of this incredible mystery. So the fact that she paints, she has painting supplies in her room, and that there is leftover paint in the dining hall, for some reason seems to imply that she is definitely the person that stole the painting. But
What?
the fact that there's paint on the dining room hall just implies that she was with paint and she walked through the dining hall, which she even admitted to herself. The fact that she paints doesn't mean that she stole the painting. The fact that there was a painting in the West Tower does
Hello,
not mean
my
she
lord.
stole a painting. I really don't get how this is evidence, so if someone could explain that to me, that'd be
Any
great.
luck yet?
But
Hello again. I hope
spoiler
your
alert,
search for the painting
it's
goes
Chanel,
well.
okay? Accused.
Are you accusing me of taking the painting?
Yes, I accuse you of a crime.
Very well. I confess to the crime.
That easy, huh?
But please understand, I only did it out of the great love I had in my heart for Count Volga. It was I that painted that portrait. When the Count was lost, the Countess spent so much time with it that I became jealous. I had to have the painting back, so I decided to steal it, then hide it behind the painting in my quarters. I'm ashamed of my crime, but ready to face what fate has in store for me.
Alright. So, yeah, before anyone asks, there was no way to look behind the painting she said she hid it behind. There was no way to actually find the painting. The only way to find out who it was to actually confront her. Anyway, what does accuse say?
We've already been through this, and I admitted my guilt.
Okay, just wanted to exhaust the dialogue. Jeez. Have a clue?
I was careless to leave my art supplies around the castle like I did. I suppose I was easy to discover.
I mean, yeah, but I don't want to say that doesn't prove you guilty, but you've already confessed now, so what can I say? You're allowed to lie in interrogations.
You have your criminal. Congratulations.
Wow, that didn't feel very genuine. I mean, you're a criminal. Why you're expecting to be let off the hook?
I am ashamed that I took the painting, but my love for the Count was greater than you could imagine.
Ah, yes, because if you love someone, you're allowed to commit as many crimes as you want. And everyone should be okay with that. As soon as she confesses, like, Leif just comes into a room, takes a seat, has a drink. She's like, this is my room now, okay? I'm upgrading my suite. Yeah. Didn't even let her, leave the room properly, Leif. Come on, man. Alright, Miss Valga. I'm guessing you're still eating dinner at almost midnight. So, let's chat it up.
Oh, you have returned from your investigation, and I'm eager to hear the results. Whom did you accuse?
Hold on.
Very well, take your time.
I just wanted to not do that because I realized we did actually get a rolled up portrait from Chanel, which I assume is the painting. Okay, we can't interact with it in any way, so I can't actually see it.
Good luck, investigator.
That's a shame.
Oh, whom did you...
So I could actually lie and say I couldn't find out who did it, but why would I do that? I mean, I'm an investigator. I have some ethics here. I accuse Chanel.
I'm shocked to hear of Chanel's crime, as she has always been such a nice member of our court. But I see that your evidence is without question.
I mean, the evidence of
She
her
shall be
confessing.
banished from Castle Chorrol and stripped of her duties. However, I am not without pity, and therefore she shall not be jailed. But she is never to set foot in Chorrol again. Congratulations on a job well done.
Yeah.
As a reward, please accept this bounty of gold and gems. You've earned it.
Oh, great. How much are you giving me? Floored diamond. 700 gold. Suppose it's something. And I no longer have a key to the castle. Although I may have got it from... I might have a key to the castle.
Farewell.
Right, still have a key. I mean, obviously the key I was given is gone, but I may have picked one up on my travels elsewhere. Nah, it doesn't look like it. Oh well. If I ever want to come back, I'm sure it wouldn't be too difficult for me. That's it. Quest is completed. We have successfully accused Chanel.
So tiresome.
And she is now heading out of Chorrol forever. She didn't go to jail because the Countess had some pity. let's head... Alright, I was worried for a sec because there was no active quest. Let's head back to Battlehorn Castle and drop off the singular flawed diamond I got from that whole day. Oh, by the way, if you did want to catch the beginning of this quest, I'm assuming it would be part of my Allies for Rumor stream, which would have been a really long time ago. So it would probably be somewhere in there if you really want to see the rest of the quest. I just find whenever I was in Chorrol and it should be there. But yeah, this quest is now complete. Take my flawed diamond. To be fair, I have some other gems. Did I just get given those as well? Okay, maybe it wasn't so bad a reward. Yeah. That is it for this episode. We have canvassed the castle, we have declared the thief, and she has confessed and been arrested. Through some very strange evidence that, to me, didn't really confirm that she committed the crime, but it was enough to make her think it was enough. Right, well, in the next episode we will be doing a Brush with Death, which is a pretty interesting one over in Shadenhull. I've heard that a famous painter named Ralph Lefandus has gone missing. Apparently his wife Tavella has been frantically searching for him. Perhaps I should visit their home here in Shadenhull to assist with the search. That's what we'll do next time. Right, let's mark the quest. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you very soon. Take care and peace.